Mindocular YouTube channel, episode 16. I'm Mahalakshmi Samson. I'm a transformational life coaching strategist and a counseling psychologist. In this episode, I'm going to talk about stubbornness. I also want to place a question in front of the audience who's watching this YouTube video. Are you a victim of stubbornness? We've been told repeatedly through a lot of life examples by the people in our environment throughout our life that if you are stubborn in getting what you want, then you will get what you want. There are also a lot of success stories of people known to us winning because of stubbornness. Yes, it is true. Stubbornness brings victory. At the same time, we need to understand that it will bring meaningful victories only when we know where to be stubborn. Otherwise, you will become victims of stubbornness, where you would not be able to accept new perspectives. You will not be able to accept new ideas as well. You will not be able to accept changes into your life. Stubbornness is immense determination not to change our attitude or our position on the issues that we choose to. People with stubbornness adhere strongly to their ideas and opinions. Also, they would have a very strong resistance if there is a need to change by force. We as humans by nature, the choices we make have two important drivers among many factors that define our personalities. The first one is to seek reward and the second one is to avoid pain, which means our behavior is defined by either on the desire to get a benefit or by a fear of having difficulties, problems or pain in the future. So let us take the first one, to seek reward, right? We can witness children being stubborn with their parents as they know that they mean the world to their parents and they are everything to their parents, right? So to get what they want, they showcase stubbornness by refusing to eat, fighting, shouting and crying continuously till they get what they want. So when parents feel that they have reached a point that they will not be able to take this stubbornness of their child anymore, then many of us, we yield to this stubbornness of our child and give them what they want. So if you see from the child's perspective, they have chosen stubbornness behavior, right, to get what they want, and when they actually acted on it, they got what they wanted. So which means this behavior is going to continue into the future. So this is the first moment where the child gets ready to get spoiled. Next is stubbornness to avoid pain. One of the wonderful women I know is very stubborn about not going to doctor even if she falls sick. She suffers severe dust allergy, and when she travels for a long distance or for a long time, right, her legs get swollen. But in spite of it, in spite of many people telling her, pressurizing her to go to doctor and check, have a master checkup and see what is this about, so that you can, if needed, you can start the treatment. But she is very stubborn about not doing it and not going to the doctor also. So if you see, why is that she is showcasing this behavior, is she is doing it to avoid pain. To avoid pain for her son, and by doing so, she avoids pain for her. If she falls sick, if she falls sick, and if the doctor asks her to take treatment or suggest some surgery or suggest some medicine for a very long time, right, she has got a very deep belief that her son would suffer. She will pain her son by giving him additional responsibilities than what he is doing today, where he has to spend money, he has to spend time, right, and he also has to shoulder more responsibility. So to avoid this pain, and she suffering that pain by seeing her son suffering, she is very stubborn about not going to the doctor, right? Again, this is not the only reason why we would showcase stubbornness to avoid pain. There could be many other reasons also, right? For example, suppose, let's say that you are an introvert and there is a need to shift your house to a new location or a new city, right? And then you will be very stubborn about not shifting the house for the reason you are avoiding pain. And here the pain is pain of making new friends. So you will be very stubborn about not making that shift. It could be also for other reasons like, where irritation, anger, vengeance, right? Where the person chooses their stubbornness, by not giving them what they want. To hide an embarrassment or even to avoid others' authority on you, right? You may choose stubbornness. So other reasons could be to settle accounts for personal vengeance or irritation, where someone comes to us asking for something. To settle that, right, we will be very stubborn in not giving them what they want. It also could be for the reason to hide an embarrassment. If you give up your stubbornness, then you may have to experience this embarrassment, or even to avoid others' authority. It could be anything, right? But we choose to be stubborn mainly for two reasons. If you look at what is that, it is the first one is to seek the reward, and the second one is to avoid pain. One of the understanding of people about who are stubborn is that they lack open-mindedness. And psychology says that there is nothing as open-mindedness specifically. Stubborn people are stuck with not open-mindedness, but it is something called confirmation bias. In that case, what is a bias? Bias is a strong feeling of favor towards or against a group of people, or a feeling of favor to side in an argument. Often it is not based on fair judgment of facts. Now, if this is bias, what is confirmation bias? Confirmation bias is we accept only those evidences that support our beliefs and assumptions. Which means, in other words, we reject anything, any evidence, even if it is true and fair, right? If we will reject such evidences, if that does not support our beliefs and assumptions, right? By doing so, actually, we become mental prisoners of our beliefs and assumptions. Just because we are stuck with confirmation bias, we choose stubbornness to hold on to our control. Letting go of stubbornness is like letting go of your control. Letting go of your control on the other side is willing. And letting go of your control, if you do it willingly, on the other side, it is about welcoming new perspectives, new ideas, and embracing change with willingness. Being stubbornness in the process may hit what we want to achieve very hard and end up not achieving what we want. Being stubborn on what we want from life, on the outcome, if you look at it, it will definitely help you to let go of stubbornness we may hold during the process, where we will be able to welcome change, new ideas and perspectives. So we need to be very clear that letting go of our stubbornness is not letting go of our values and ethics, but it is about finding new workable ways to achieve what we want in the quickest time, retaining the quality of it. By doing so, you welcome happiness into your life and allow healing for your emotional wounds that you carry from your past. Now, having learned all these things, right, when you're thinking about it, so there may be a question in your mind now: how will you measure your stubbornness? So what you need to do is just take a note of all the decisions that you make today or you have made today. It may be big or it may be small. Don't judge about the magnitude of it. Just make a note. Categorize it based on decisions taken based on the outcome for higher good and decisions taken for the reason you did not want to lose control of. Now, the decisions that you have taken for the higher good, you keep it as it's good to go. But I suggest you to analyze all the decisions that you have taken because you did not want to lose control of. If it is for the reason that you did not want to see new perspectives or new ideas or change, then work on it very sincerely by asking 3 questions. Right? So, what are the questions? The first one is, am I happy? The second one is, am I seeking reward or avoiding pain? The third one is, am I shutting my curious mind and annoyed with new perspectives or ideas? The answer to these 3 questions will give you more clarity to understand why you are stubborn and what is it that you need to address so that you can let go of your stubbornness, right? Layer by layer, and you can become your better version. Right? If you get yes to these questions or any of these questions, give yourself a fair chance to let go of your stubbornness. Give yourself a fair chance to experience happiness and feel powerful so that you do not become a victim of stubbornness. Right? So I hope you enjoyed watching this video and it gave you a good learning. I am on a mission to share different aspects of life skills through my YouTube videos. So if you find my videos valuable, if you want to watch more videos immediately after it gets uploaded, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to turn on all notifications. Give your best to discover the incredible view to the outside world. Bye. Thank you.